Lovely people, Frank Valkyria, welcome to the channel. For all of you celebrating Thanksgiving, this is the day after. You probably still have a lot of food. That's nice. Let me know what's the leftover, but we got a lot of stuff to talk. Actually, there are some very good news, more good news. We got to debunk some stuff, so let's get into it because we start with the lies. Oh man, it's unreal. You think it's over? And then more lies just by default. They come to the surface. You know what else comes always to the surface? I let your brain come up with that. Something always comes and floats to the top. So here we have like people are, like some of their stand are sharing, whatever they're called, supporters. They're sharing like this article about Amber H being the most searched celebrity of 2022, and they're rejoicing of the fact. And this cheering is gonna last very little, because I show you what actually is taking place. Matter of fact, Johnny Depp is the most searched celebrity of 2022, not Amber H. And to prove this, you see, like those other article of Pop Crave saying that, but this is something that actually you can empirically try yourself, and you will find out the truth. The truth, it's always there to be found. And there you go, using Google Trend, and you can also make ad comparison, because like this, you realize what's up. And I just want you to realize that the blue line, it's Amber H, and the red line, it's Johnny Depp. You see, no place this line, the red one, goes below the blue one. And you know why? And you know why? Because Johnny Depp is the most searched celebrity of 2022. That's a fact. You see this other line? The red one, Johnny Depp, the blue one, Amber H. They don't cross ever, never touch, not even once. All right, so debunked. That's it. Boom. Don't drop the mic, especially if you only have one, because then you have to buy it again. But it's Black Friday, so maybe you get a good discount. So there you have it. You are free to go and do it yourself. And I want to add another thing. I'm just assuming here, bear with me. There is a difference between being very much searched because of infamy and association with somebody that it's great like Johnny Depp, and then infamy because she's infamous. Unfortunately for her, but that's how it is. If you don't agree, let me know, leave a comment. So there's definitely that difference to keep in mind when they write those articles. So, and I also would love to add, I know that The Sun yesterday published this article about Johnny Depp probably shooting Pirates of the Caribbean 6. I know it's a rumor, I read through it, but I had to report it anyway. We'll see, like I said in the video, maybe they're just tasting the water. All right, there are more good news, okay, to talk about. So stay here. Let's check this together. Another lie. As you know, if you follow a lot of the YouTube lawyers, there's been another brief amicus brief filed from, I think, Amber H team. And it's somebody pointed out this part of the brief here, that it's incredibly inaccurate, and then it just makes you wonder, what the heck are those people doing? So in this amicus brief, Mr. Depp, in this part of this brief, they say Mr. Depp admitted that during an argument with Mrs. Heard in a trailer, he punched a bathroom sconce and ripped a mounted phone off the wall and repeatedly smashed it against the wall because another woman had touched Miss Heard in an intimate manner. All right, for those of you that don't remember, somebody pointed this out, that actually here they're confusing two events. One is the Hicksville event of the trailer, where we got the random #1 come out. You remember that very nice person that came actually to testify, the owner of Hicksville Trailer Park or whatever that was in California, I think, if I remember correctly. And he came to testify that actually just a light bulb was broken, but that said there was nothing broken in that trailer the way they made it appear. Again, another lie, debunked on the stand. And the smashed phone is actually an event that's supposedly happened in Australia. So they're confusing two things, and you wonder, oh my God, these people, they have one job and they don't even do it right. It's just hilarious, actually. It's just insane. So this is really like makes you see how much they're totally insane. So then more good news. The good news, it seems here, that another infamous character has decided that it's time to migrate somewhere else. Announcement: I will be deleting Twitter soon because, like many people, I don't want to contribute to Musk mistreatment of workers. I also don't trust the data security on his side. They fired the security team. It's not because of the harassment I have received from Depp grifters. You can't be getting any harassment, in my opinion, first of all, because you only allow people to comment which they follow you on your page. So it's impossible that somebody can reach you, to my understanding. And most people, me included, I think they just call out the things that they're not real, they're not true, the misunderstanding or the fakeness. You just get called out, that's it. I have no desire personally of going after anybody in that manner, but you gotta react when you read something dumb, all right? So it's not gonna happen. Those people that like to whine, they're not gonna leave. Maybe even if they do, great. You know, I have to say, like, I have my personal opinion about Elon Musk. I know that Elon Musk is a little bit compromised because he was entangled with the H, and even though he claimed that he was dating her when they already divorced, and I have to give you, and I have to give him some, let's say, a little bit of break, because I have to tell you something. If you deal with a narcissist, there is a very good chance that you're oiled, that you manipulated, you're very nicely oiled. You know the scene in Last Tango in Paris when Marlon Brando goes like, take the butter, and you know what you do with that butter? Most likely Amber H was taking a lot of butter, and it just made sure to prep Elon Musk. I have that feeling. And again, I'm not justifying him, but I'm saying it's pretty plausible that he was manipulated very nicely. So there is no telling what kind of lie she told him in order to be able to gain some of his graces. Because remember, some of these people are really interested in social climbing. They're really interested in climbing. I'm not making any names, I'm just saying, right? And of course, if you're dealing with somebody that is one of the richest men on the planet, even if the time wasn't the richest man, but at the time he was, the guy was worth already like 15, 20 billion. That's an insane amount of money, probably a little bit more. So I think the prepping was in order there. Anyway, and also I have the feeling that Elon Musk is not the type of guy that really knows how to get a girl. I have to say, I might be wrong. Doesn't look like that if he didn't have all that wealth, he probably would be able to get laid. Most likely he will play World of Warcraft. He will be one of us, all right? So, but I have to say one thing. I think he's a very good entrepreneur. And what he's doing on Twitter, most likely it's going to work. He got rid of a lot of leeches. He got rid of a lot of people which were there, weren't working. He got rid of a lot of biased agenda leaning too much on the extreme left, and this comes from a leftist myself. I've always considered myself center left, libertarian or anarchic, whatever, and I have to say I think he's doing well to try to balance the company where the power is not held only in one direction. That was probably what was destroying the company, And also you realize all the abuse that these people were doing to the company. Like I just read somewhere that he made a calculation on how much the lunches costed because they were so much waste of food and good food that they were spending like $400 for lunch, which is insane. Imagine all the caveats and things that those people had available at the company, and it's just scheming the staff, man. I think it's a good thing, and most likely it's gonna work. And it's a good news, and I'm happy it's there. You know why? Because should Twitter offer a general amnesty to suspend accounts provided that they have not broken the law or engaged in egregious spam? Yes, 72.4%. The people have spoken. Amnesty begins next week. Vox Populi, Vox Dei. La voce del popolo, la voce degli dei. I like this guy when he does this, because we're gonna get Adam Waldman back. That's great. That's a good news. You see?